Hello, my name is Tom Lelio, and if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. This channel is all about pulling back the curtain for private aviation to help you buy or sell your private jet without wasting time or losing money. For more information about buying private jets, I'd invite you to go to theultimatejetguide.com. And if you're a private jet broker or want to learn more about how to be a professional jet broker, go to jetlifearrow.com/sell jets, where I've put together the world's first and only agent-focused cloud-based jet brokerage to help you get started selling private jets without any experience necessary. On to the video.
Here with a little bit of imposter syndrome going on. I'm not a fighter pilot, you know? I'm not the CEO of one of the largest jet brokerages in the entire world. I don't have 7 kids, I only have 5. But I do have 2 golden doodles, so I'm basically just like Emily. And, I wasn't in the military like Chris was in the FAA, and now, one of the leaders of MBAA. So I'm sitting up here like, what am I doing on this stage today? And I hope that I can deliver some value to you, because I've had a long journey from being a youth pastor into selling multi-million-dollar jets, and it's been an interesting journey for me that I'm going to share with you, and a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Growing up, I've had a lot of different jobs. I started off as a lifeguard at a local pool. I thought it'd be a good place to pick up some ladies. I was a pizza delivery guy. I remember one time leaving the delivery truck on overnight, and I got a call in the morning from my boss. Luckily, I wasn't fired, but he was pissed. And I also have played music at church with my girlfriend at the time. Maybe you're seeing a little bit of a theme going on here. In college, I sold knives with Vector Marketing and Sales. Cutco knives, give a shout out. That's how I afforded my very first iPod. I'm not that old. It was a color iPod, but it did have a wheel on it. I went to school for theology. I wanted to be a youth pastor. And so I was very excited coming out of college as getting a job as a youth pastor. But of course, as you probably know, working for the church doesn't always pay the bills. I had a lot of side hustles as well. Videography was one of my passions. I was a personal trainer at a local YMCA, and I dabbled, like most young adults do, in network marketing. So if you're looking for a job you can do from home with little or no experience on social media, give me a call. I'll be happy to set you up on my team for some network marketing. So I've had a lot of jobs over the years, but in March of 2020, I was offered a position to sell private jets. At the time, I was the manager of a music school, and they were willing to take a chance on a guy with no experience. As I mentioned, I was a former youth pastor. I had a family of 5 kids. I had a little bit of savings saved up, but I had some soft skills from all of my experience. Lifeguarding, selling knives, youth pastor, etc. So I accepted the job. I put my 2 weeks notice in at the music school where I was a manager. That was March of 2020. Can anyone guess what happened after I quit my job? COVID, pandemic, the world shut down, and I got a call from my agency that I was going to start working at saying, "Hey Tom, we can't hire you right now. The world is shut down. You're going to have to wait." Okay. I ended up working out of my mom's condo for 60 days, selling fruits and vegetables in a capsule to friends and family to pay the bills for that month. But thankfully, the world started to open up a little bit, and I began working at that agency, and it started a whole new chapter in my life. When it comes to finding your career, you're going to have all different kinds of seasons. Many of you are probably really excited right now because you have your whole future in front of you, just the way I felt when I graduated college and was going to be a youth minister. Some of you recently may have just made a choice to change careers or change your path, and so maybe you're a little unsure, like I was when I decided to stop being a youth pastor and go into the business world. And a few of you may have just been rejected from your future, and now you're worried and concerned, like how I felt when COVID hit and I didn't have a job for a little while. But Despite all that, I believe that when it comes to finding success in your career, always bet on yourself. And I didn't plan this with any of the other speakers, but I feel like that's one of the main themes that everyone's talking about today, is to bet on yourself, to be confident in yourself, to take your future into your own hands, because nobody will care more about your situation than yourself. When you take responsibility for your life and its direction, instead of relying on others or blaming others, that's when you will find success. And so over the past 2 years, as Lou mentioned, I sold over 40 private jets at my agency. And now I want to share with you the lessons that I learned and wish that I knew when I was starting out. And so in the next few minutes, I'm going to share 3 commitments that you need to make in order to be successful, no matter what your career path will be. Number 1, be committed to your ongoing learning. Emily kind of talked about that earlier, and so did Michelle. Be committed to meeting new people and new experiences. I swear I did not share this with Emily. She's just taking all my talking points earlier today. And number 3, be committed to repetition. Repetition. See what I did there? Like a dad joke, all right? But by committing to these 3 things, you will make sure that you stay in control of your future by always betting on yourself.